this is Jamel with Recherche Bernese in Statesville, North Carolina. We usually say we're so excited to introduce a puppy, but we're never excited when we're retiring an adult, especially such a good boy and a young boy. This boy is Jude. He was produced by us. His father was imported in from Poland, and we produced him and his brother, Jude and James. He was born November 20th, 2021, so he's 2.5 years of age. He has all of his health clearances. In fact, he is the highest health cleared dog boy that we've ever owned, and such a sweet boy. Unfortunately, both cannot produce puppies. He had a little bit of numbers. His brother was completely zero with his semen count, and then this boy, we've tried to breed 2 or 3 times, and he's just not producing. So we have decided to go ahead and retire him, and he is so young. In fact, we're probably going to be breeding Bernedoodles from now on because our average boy stops breeding by 3 years of age, and we just can't keep up with the Bernese Mountain Dogs. And so he possibly is the youngest and last Bernese Mountain Dog we will ever produce, and we're just going to be doing Bernedoodles because we just can't keep up with them. The females are done by 3.5, 4 years of age, and the boys 2.5, 3 years of age. And so it's just very, very difficult. The great thing for you though is Jude is a great dog. He's a sweet dog. He is really healthy. I'm gonna read off his health clearances. He has his hips, which is 3-2. Only 4% of Bernese Mountain Dogs have that tight of hips. He has his elbows, his eyes, his heart. He has his von Willebrand, his degenerative myelopathy, and his degenerative myelopathy Bernese health test. So all of them are done. He is full grown. He's 98 pounds. I'm hoping he stops hitting me in the head because he's so big. He can actually hurt me. He has happy tail all the time where he can just absolutely whack you with that tail, which is typical. He's a beautiful boy. He's full grown at 98 pounds and absolutely sweet. Now his personality score is 854, 8 being that he is very dependent. He loves everybody and anybody. People a lot of times are worried if they get a retired adult, are they gonna bond with me? This dog will, because he is just very loving and very sweet, very affectionate. Activity-wise, he's actually very balanced. He is not a lump on the log, but he's not hyper. He's very kind of middle of the road and balanced. His only weakness is that he is not super confident. He's more confident than his brother, but he's never been a dog that's fearless of nothing. He may not do good if you live in New York City with the fire truck. He's not super shy and timid, but he does take a little bit of time. Now, we are going to be neutering him. After this video, we figured we'd shoot the video before we neuter him, but he's going to be neutered and everything. Being a stud dog that's actually breed right now, he marks because he's a breeding dog. After he gets neutered, he will stop that mostly, and he may need a little bit more touch up, but that's his only other thing he does right now. But that's pretty typical when you have other stud dogs and you're breeding dogs, they want to breed the other dogs. But he's been in training. We've actually been showing him or training him for a while because we didn't know if he'd be able to produce puppies. So he has been in potty training and obedience training. He went through our full program as a puppy, kind of went out of it for about a year, and then for the last several months, he has been in training. So we're gonna go ahead and summarize our program. We're gonna show off Jude in training so you can see his personality, see how well he's doing. Then I'm gonna come back and let you know what you need to do to adopt him. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna show off the dogs walking on a leash. Every one of our dogs walk on a leash. We train them to walk on our left side, and we train them that when we stop walking, they do something called an auto sit. That's when they just automatically sit. That's really important simply because it keeps them focused on you, it keeps them building the respect and gives you the honor that you need in order to continue to train them. So we train them to walk on a leash. Now, the dogs that we have here, we don't do a lot of leash training. When they're puppies, they get a lot of it, but then when they're here, they don't get a lot of it. So this is all working with them again, retraining them. The second thing we can show you very easily is obedience commands. The obedience commands that we work here is sit, down, stay, come, place, and kennel. We have words, we have voice commands, we have hand commands, and we have the lead. If we pull up on the lead, they sit. If we pull down on the lead, they go down. Now, we'll show you all those commands, and when they go home, we'll give you a final video giving details. But please realize that these puppies are not gonna be, or the dogs, or retired dogs, are not gonna be as militaristically trained as our puppies, simply because They were worked on when they were puppies, but then they're here, and we don't sit down every day and do sit down, stay, come, place, kind of like we do our puppies. But you can see the dogs are doing really good. They do really well because they got put back in training. The other thing we can't really show you is things that are very important. Is we have socialization. We get them on car rides. We train them to sleep at night in a crate. They're potty trained. The great thing about our retired adults is they typically can hold the restroom in the crate 10 hours at night, and they can hold it during the day for many hours. Now, if you're interested in this dog, please go through this entire page. If you look right below the video, you'll see a link that says click here to fill out puppy application. Click on that link, fill out the puppy application, and we will respond you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video of Jude. Again, this is our retired adult Bernese Mountain Dog. Thank you for the privilege of your time, and God bless.